So lots of moving everything lower body, lots of just strengthening some of those really strong muscles. So let's get started with some warm-ups here, just starting with some basic squats, feet shoulder width apart, driving those feet into the ground, sitting your hips back into that squat. Squeezing the glutes on the way up. Three, two, one, awesome. Stepping a little wider into that sumo stance. Toes are pointing just slightly out. Squatting down and up. Three, two, one, awesome. Squatting down into that sumo. Hands are on your knees. Dropping one shoulder at a time, pushing those knees open. Slowly going back and forth. Opening up the hips here. Awesome. Stand yourselves up, just shake those legs out a little bit. All right, you're gonna be stepping into a forward lunge. So nice deep lunge, stepping forward, letting that leg drop, pulse, and bring yourself back. Deep lunge forward. So it's a little further than your normal lunge. Just getting those hips open. Awesome. All right. You start to march in this spot, bringing your elbow to your knee, sticking with the same leg. Starting to get that spine rotating. And the other side. Awesome. All right, moving into a three-way lunge. This is going to be lunging forward, side, and back, sticking with the same leg. So I'm going to be moving my right, stepping forward into your lunge, back, out into that side lunge. This outside leg is the one bending. Come back, into a back lunge. All right, take this nice and slow. This is just getting everything warmed up. Just keep going with that same leg. One more round. Awesome. Switching to the other side whenever you get to the end of that round. Forward first, out to that side, and back. One more round. Awesome. All right, tip down to the ends of your mats. We're gonna do some walkouts. So you're standing nice and tall, lowering yourself down, walk all the way out to that tall plank, all the way back. All right, whenever you're ready, going onto your mats on your back. Go into that crab walk position we done on Wednesday. Hands are behind you, fingers are facing your feet. You're going up onto those four, tapping the heel. So back and forth, reaching for that heel. You can also do it with your ball on the floor, or you're just reaching from here. Still getting lots of rotation going on.
Our arms too much there.
Awesome. All right, you can stand yourselves back up. All right, let's work on bringing that heart rate up. Just going to start with just a light jog here. Three, two, one, bring those knees up. A little higher. 3, 2, 1, back to that jog. This time you're going to bring your heels to your glutes. Do some butt kicks here, and go. Three, 2, 1, back to that jog. And going into some step jacks or jumping jacks. So either stepping from here or right into your jumping jacks. Go. Three, 2, 1, back to that jog. Last thing here, we're going to add in some squat jumps, or you can just pulse at the bottom of the squat if you don't want to do the jump. All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice little jog on the spot here. Keep jogging, walk on the spot if you want. Grab some water if you need to. I'll explain what we're doing today. So, you're going to have a set of 3 exercises. It'll be 25 seconds on, 5 seconds between each set, just to kind of give yourself a little time to switch. You're going to do 3 different things, all together in one big set. Alright, so your first one is going to be activating those glutes, so really trying to get those glutes fired up. This is where, if you have one of these, grab it. If not, totally fine, you can do this with just body weight. Alright, so you're going to be down onto your mat. Alright, so if you have a band, putting it right above the knees here, or right across here. Having the band there, you're trying to use your knees to push that band open. Pushing that open activates those glutes along the side. Alright, so your first motion is just a basic glute bridge. Feet are on the ground, palms are on the ground, keeping yourself steady. Squeeze the glutes, pushing those hips towards the sky. Alright? Driving your heels into the ground. I even find I lift my toes up off the ground. It helps really activate the glutes. Alright, so your second motion is going to be flipping over. So you'll be on all fours, and you're kicking towards the sky. Alright? So your leg stays in that 90-degree angle. It's a small motion, and you're just squeezing the glutes. So you're just pushing up towards the sky. That small range of motion. Alright? So you're going to go back and forth, right leg, and then left leg. Keeping your spine nice and neutral so you're not bowing your back. Your third motion is going to be going to the side. So this is just going out. They're called fire hydrants for a reason. Looks kind of like a dog. So you're just squeezing from here. Again, keeping your hips square to the ground so your spine is straight. Alright? So your basic glute bridges, into those kick-ups, into the side kicks. Alright, so the first round we'll do just the right leg for those side kicks. Second round we'll do the left. Alright? So getting ready for those glute bridges. Start our timer here. Alright, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Trying to push that band apart with your knees. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, flip yourself over. You got 10 seconds here, so take your time. Getting into that all four position. All right, kicking up and go. Alternating legs, keeping those hips square to the ground. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, going with the right leg for those side kicks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. The only thing moving should be that right leg. The rest of you stays steady and square to the ground. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, flip yourself back over, getting ready for those glute bridges again. Drive those heels in. 3, 2, 1, and go. 2, 1. Awesome. Flip yourself back over. You ready for those kick-ups? 3, 2, 1, and go. Keeping that spine nice and straight, nice and neutral. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, getting ready with that left leg. 3, 2, 1, and side kicks. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right, you can take the band off, stand yourselves up. Actually, no, keep the band on. Sorry. Got one more thing first. You're gonna start with a 1-minute crab walk. So that's gonna be just crouch down into that squat position. Again, putting that tension, pushing that band away. You're gonna step to the side, step back, step to the side, step forward. So you're making a square, whatever space you have. If you wanna add a little challenge, you can also do 2 steps. Step to the side, 2 steps back, step to the side. Whatever you want to do, make that box and stay nice and low, that chest up, pushing that tension away with those knees. All right? So we're going to do it for a full minute. Take rests as you need to. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Switch directions in 3, 2, 1, go. Switch directions. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Shake those legs out. You can take the band off if you want. All right. So here's where if you want to add in some dumbbells, you can. Just switch our timer here. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to start with a squat with a twist. So this is where if you want to have those dumbbells, you're going to actually just grab one. So you're holding one between your hands this way or this way, whichever is most comfortable with the weight you have. So you're going to hold it in the front, you're pulsing, and then you're going to twist. Push that dumbbell to the sky, squeezing this side glute. So you're really pushing away with that foot. Squat and pulse, twist and push up. All right? This is where you really start to engage the side of these glutes all the way down the back of your legs. So you're twisting that back leg and getting a little pivot. All right? So pulse, twist, pulse, twist. That's your first motion. Your second motion is going to be a back lunge with a kick through. So you can grab your second dumbbell if you want, or you can stick with just one. So you're stepping back into your lunge, kicking through. Trying to pull this knee up towards the sky. Keeping yourself steady on this leg. So sticking with that same leg, pull up. So it's a nice slow motion here. You're kind of trying to keep tension on that leg that's standing, so you're constantly keeping that pressure on, okay? Second time through, or the third exercise will be the other leg. All right? So back lunge, into that kick up and hold. All right? So a squat with a twist, into those lunges. Here we go. 25 seconds each. You got 5 seconds in between. And go. Really try and twist that outside leg. Pivot and twist. Three, two, one, rest. All right. right, getting ready for that first back lunge, starting with our right leg. And go. Try and keep a nice hold at the top there, so you're not using momentum, and you're controlling that whole motion. You start to give out a little bit, you can just tap forward. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, going in with the other leg. Left leg is going back, and go. We try and keep lots of weight in that standing leg, pushing through the heel. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, you got 20 seconds here. Grab some water, shake that out, and we'll do it again. All right, here we go. Go. Awesome. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Grab that second one if you want. Ready for that back lunge, and go. Awesome. Nice slow control on that. The more slow and controlled we do this, the more protected the knees are. You don't want your knee wobbling around. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. And ready for the other leg. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right. Grab some water, we'll switch it up a little bit. All right, so our next set, you're gonna start with a deadlift. So you're grabbing both sets of dumbbells here. So you're having 2 in the hand, keeping those knees nice and loose. Not loose, soft, sorry. So a slight bend in the knee. You're just tracing along the front of your body. Dropping to just about mid-shin, squeeze on the way up. Keeping your spine nice and neutral so you're not bringing your back forward or up. Just nice and neutral, squeezing there. Putting the hips back into that deadlift, all right? So shoot the hips back, squeeze the glutes on the way up. So you'll feel tension along the back of the legs, up through the glutes. All right, so your second motion is gonna be a curtsy lunge. So again, you can have both dumbbells, stepping back, keeping all your tension in that front leg, tap in the middle. Back again, tap in the middle. All that weight is in that front leg, pushing into the ground here. All right? So you're getting lots of tension along the side of the legs here, getting into the quads even. And your third one will be the other leg for those curtsy lunges, all right? So it's up to you if you want to add weight. See how you do. And so we'll start with those deadlifts. Once again for deadlifts, feet are about shoulder width apart, tracing the front of your body, keeping your spine nice and neutral, shoulders back, letting everything fall. Squeeze on the way up. All right? Awesome. Here we go. Starting with those deadlifts. 3, 2, 1, and go. Hips are going back. Awesome. Keeping that spine neutral. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, going back with that right leg. And go. You can either do this curtsy or you can just do a back lunge. Whatever feels most comfortable for you, keeping all your weight in that front leg. That back leg is mostly there for stability, keeping yourself from falling over. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, going into the other leg. And go. Awesome, you're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, 20 seconds here. Grab some water if you want. Shake it out. So yes, for those curtsy lunges, if you're finding any trouble with them, you can also just step into a back lunge. Same thing, tapping into the middle. All right, 10 more seconds here. And deadlifts in 3, 2, 1, and go. Squeeze those glutes on the way up. Weight should just travel along the front of your legs. Getting a nice soft little bit of a bend in your knees. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, going in with the right leg back. And go. Try to keep that knee right above the toe on that front leg. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Switch into that other leg. Last one here. And go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right. Grab some water if you need to. And we'll switch it up again. Here's if you have that band. Grab that band. You can put it on again just above your knees. If you don't have a band, you can also use just a dumbbell to add some weight to this. If you do have a band, if you really want the challenge, you can add dumbbells as well. I'm going to do just body weight with the band. All right? So we're going to do a little combination of some squats. So your first motion is just going to be your basic squat. So feet shoulder width apart, squatting down, squeezing up, pushing that band away with your knees. Squatting down, squeeze on the way up. All right? So that's your first motion. Your second motion, you're going to go down and pulse. So back to that squat, pulsing at the bottom. Hold that pulse as long as you can of that 25 seconds. You need to stand up for a second, give yourself a little break, that's okay. Pulse as much as you can. Third motion, you're just going to squat and hold. So you're going to have a little break, and then you're going to squat down, hold as long as you can, keeping that chest up, all right? The whole time, just slightly pushing that band apart, really activating the glutes, all right? So lots of squats. All right, starting with your basic squat here. 3, 2, 1, and go. Pushing those knees out the whole time. So your knees never come inside your feet. Three, 2, 1, rest. Shake those legs for a second. Going down into those pulses. And pulse. More seconds, keep going. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake those legs out again. Going in for that hold. And go, hold. Hold as much of it as you can. You need to pulse a little bit, that's all right. More seconds. Keep going. Push through the burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on up. Shake your legs out a little bit here. Grab some water. 20 seconds. All right, we got one more round of that in us. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Basic squats. Three, 2, 1, rest. Shake those legs again. All right, going into those pulses. And go. Keep pushing those knees out. Find your knees caving in at all. You can also bring your feet a little bit closer. 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. All right, shake the legs a little bit. Last round of holds here. This one's a tough one. And go. Nice slow, steady breaths here. More seconds. Keep going. You got this. 3, 2, 1, and up. Awesome. All right, grab those bands and take them off. All right, you can walk that off for a second here. We're gonna move into some kettlebell swings. We don't all have kettlebells, and that's okay. So I'm gonna do it with just a dumbbell. So you're having a dumbbell hanging in the palms of your hands here, so just like a goblet kind of idea. Stepping a little bit wider, you're gonna squat down, hip thrust that dumbbell into the air. So this is gonna be all lower body, so you don't have to worry about bringing the dumbbell up. This is just keeping a slow motion. So you wanna kind of create a pendulum motion. So when you're squeezing, using your hips and thrusting up kind of like a glute bridge, you're gonna imaginary kind of line that this is attached to. So you're just hanging, pendulum, and squeeze it up. So your arms shouldn't be doing the lifting. This should be able to kind of fly in the air almost. Don't actually let go of it like this. But you're just doing a pendulum, squeezing at the top. All right, so you get lots of tension through the hamstrings into the glutes. Your second motion, gotta catch my breath. It's gonna be a side lunge. So you can grab both if you want, or you can just have one. So you're stepping out into that side lunge, bring yourself back and tap, keeping lots of weight on that inside leg. Out, driving with that heel. All right? So if it's easier just to keep one dumbbell the whole time, you're just keeping that in the middle. All right? Third motion is going to be the other side. Stepping out, pushing up from here. Drive with that heel. All right? So into those swings. Again, if you want a little heavier weight, you can also swing with both. You have both here. Same thing, just holding those in the middle. Squat, thrust them into the air. All right? Perfect. So swings into the side lunge, into the other side lunge. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Squat down, get that pendulum. Let that weight just hang free so that your lower body's doing all the work. So keep those arms relaxed. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, going into your side lunge, starting with that right leg out. Go. Hips are going back into that lunge. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, going to the other side, left leg's going out. And go. and rest. All right, 20 seconds here. Grab some water. If you found that a little easy and you're only using one dumbbell, try adding a second one. And again, with those pendulums, try and keep your arms fully relaxed so they're almost jellyish. Your hips are doing all the work. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Really squeeze the glutes at the top. And rest. All right, going in for those side lunges. Right leg going out, and go. Sitting back into that lunge. Three, 2, 1, rest. All right, going into the other leg, last round. And go. Three, 2, 1, rest. Nice work. All right, grab some water. We're going to shift into a little bit more conditioning now. So this one's going to be a little bit more intense. We're going to do 20 seconds of an exercise, 10 seconds break in the middle. For that 10 seconds, I want you just to keep a light jog. So you're keeping yourself moving, but it lets your body come down a little bit between. All right, so we're going to switch that up. There we go. All right, so your first motion is going to be high knees. So you're standing here, you can either do marching high knees, pulling those knees up, or if you want that intensity a little higher, hop it in the spine. All right, pulling those knees to the sky, keeping your body nice and steady. So then you're going to go into that jog for 10 seconds. Your second motion is going to be a 180 jump or a 180 pivot. So if you don't want the jump, that's okay. So you're starting on one side, squatting down, hopping 180, and hop back. Back and forth. If you don't want to add the jump, you're just going to pivot. All right, so back and forth. If you are doing the pivot the second time through, keep the other leg as your steady leg. All right, so you're going to go into that jog again. The third motion is going to be a football sprint. So it's a little bit wider, going onto your toes. So keeping those toes on the ground. Nice quick run here. All right, so get a good burn through the calves. Into that jog again, and then your fourth one, floor to ceiling jumps. Again, if you don't want to jump, that's okay. So you're tapping the ground, hop up, tap the other side. If you don't want the jump, you're just standing up and tapping. All right, into that jog, and then your last one is quick feet. This is where you get to be creative. Quick feet generally is you're stepping 2 feet out, 2 feet in, back and forth. But you can do whatever motion you want. Some of us are not coordinated very well, so I don't keep my pattern very well. So sometimes that just means keeping your feet moving. That's okay. So you're going in and out, and sometimes you lose your rhythm and you get 2, 3 in, 5 in. Do whatever you want to do as long as your feet are moving and you're safe. So keeping that heart rate going. All right? So that'll be your last move. Try and give as much as you can into that. All right? So 20 seconds of each, and then you just do a light jog in between. All right? So starting with those high knees. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. You can keep your hands in front and actually hit your knees if you want, or you can keep it in the air, that's fine. Marching or running. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. You do a light jog here. Walk on the spot, jog, whatever you want to do. All right, going into those 180s. 3, 2, 1, go. If you're doing those pivots, pay attention to which leg is staying still. Second time through, switch legs. 3, 2, 1, Back to that light jog. All right, going into that little football sprint, up onto the toes, and go. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, hand jog. All right, floor to ceiling jumps. And go. Three, two, one, jog. All right, going into this quick feet. Whatever you want to do. You want to dance, go for it. 3, 2, 1, and go.
You need Cindy for that.
What's that?
You need Cindy for that.
I know, we need her clogging abilities. You know how to salsa? Now's a great time for that too. Whatever you want to do. And rest. Whew. All right. Keep those legs moving, grab some water. All right, here we go. Back to those high knees. And go. And rest. Into that jog. All right, going into those 180 jumps or pivot with the other leg this time. And go. Three, two, one, into the jog. All right, going in for that football sprint. 3, 2, 1, up on those toes, go. Almost there, keep going. 3, 2, 1, hand jog. All right, floor to ceiling. Either jump or squat. 3, 2, 1, go. Squatting down at the bottom of that. Three, 2, 1, hand jog. All right, last quick feet here. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep going. Push hard. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Work those legs out. Got a little stretch going here. Awesome. So we're gonna move on to our mats and do some core work now. So walk that out, grab some water. Whenever you're ready, make your way onto your mats on your backs. We're gonna do all body weight for these, so you don't need any weights or anything. So, for this first one, if you want, you can use a dumbbell or a water bottle or nothing. You're gonna put it at the end of your mat. So the advanced version of this, if you want a really good challenge, doing a V-sit, and I actually hold the mat behind myself, and you're just going back and forth, up and over, either a water bottle, a dumbbell, or just an imaginary thing if you don't want something there. If you want a little bit less of a challenge, but still a really good core workout, holding steady, just tapping your heel on either side of that object. All right? Keeping yourself steady, brace that core, really contract those ab muscles the whole time, so you get tension all through those core muscles. All right, so that's your first move. Your second one is just gonna be a V-sit hold. So you can have your hands up, back, whatever's most comfortable for you, and hold, all right? 25 seconds on, 5 seconds to switch between the two. You're gonna go back and forth, all right? There we go, all right. So here we go, feet are going up into that V-sit, and go. Tap on either side, or bring both feet up and over. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, going into just your basic V-sit hold here. If you need to drop a heel, you can. Go. If it starts to get tricky, yeah, just drop one heel, hold everything else steady. Keep breathing. 10 more seconds. Brace those core muscles. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, give yourself a break here for a second. We're gonna go back into those up and overs. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Just using those core muscles as well as those insertions into the top of your legs. So you're gonna start to feel that in the legs. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, going into that V-sit hold, last one here. And go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and down. Nice work. All right, do a quick stretch here, laying straight back. Arms up over the head, just stretch out those abs, open them up a little bit here. Couple big deep breaths here. So while you're on your backs, you're going to be moving into a toe touch. So you're straight on your backs, palms are on the ground for now, just to get yourself steady. Feet are straight up in the air. Your legs can have a soft bend, and you're just going to reach to the opposite side of your foot. So either side, using those abs to lift your upper body. All right, so try and make sure you're lifting with the top part of your abs, not with your neck. Because a lot of times we kind of reach with our neck. Try and pull yourself up into that crunch position. All right, reaching for the outside of that foot. So that's your first move. Your second one is going to be a flutter kick. So move that object that was at the end of your mat, and you're going to be on your backs. And you're just going up and down. So keeping your back on the ground, lower back is pinned to the ground, going up and down with those legs. All right? So toe touches, right into flutter kicks. And they don't have to go super low. Keep that lower back pinned to the ground, fluttering in the air. All right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and toe touches. Really try and squeeze those ab muscles to lift yourself up. Keep going, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. All right, into those flutter kicks. Go. and rest. All right, let that rest for a second here. Couple deep breaths. All right, back to those toe touches in 3, 2, 1, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right, going into flutter kicks. Last round, 3, 2, 1, go. Pull that belly button into the ground. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, nice big stretch again. Stretching everything out, opening those abs up. Whenever you're ready, you can flip yourself over onto all fours. All right, we're going to finish off with 1 full minute here. We're going to do 30 seconds of each side. So you're going to be doing some bird dogs here. So if you need to fold your mat in half to give a little bit more padding for your knees, that's okay. So keeping all fours on the ground, hands are directly under your shoulders, knees are directly under your hips. And you're just going to drive one arm out and one leg out and bring them back. All right, so you're sticking with one side, sorry. So just one side out and back and in. So sticking with that right arm, left leg. You're squeezing your glute at the top, trying to keep your spine nice and steady so you're not bowing your back. So you're not bringing one of these. You want to just do a straight line, stretching out and back. All right? So 30 seconds with the one side, and then you're going to switch to the other. All right? And then we'll move into some stretches. This is a great one for glutes, for core and everything, but it's also kind of realigning your spine, getting everything steady again. Here we go. Starting with right leg, right arm, left leg, and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and switch legs. Other side. Spine staying neutral, hips are square to the ground. Five, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Awesome. All right, while we're here, moving back into that child's pose. Sinking the hips back, walk your fingertips forward. Just let everything sink in there, get a nice stretch. Whenever you're ready, coming back up to all fours, stepping your left leg forward, do a nice deep lunge. You can go from your knee at the back here, or if you'd rather take the pressure off your knee, you can go onto your toe, whatever you're most comfortable with, pushing those hips into the ground. You want a little deeper stretch, both hands on the inside of this leg, down onto the mat. Just big deep breaths here. Leaning back onto that back leg, bringing your toe towards your face. Really pull that toe towards you, get a nice stretch through the back and calves. And relax. Moving to the other leg forward into that lunge. Leaning nice and far into that, driving those hips into the ground. Deeper stretch, hands on the inside of that. leaning back on that leg, no towards your face. Awesome. And relax, and you can sit yourself down. You put both feet out and straight in front of you. You take your right leg and step it onto the outside of that left leg. All right? And you're going to grab that leg and twist the opposite direction of whichever that foot that is. So if your right leg is up and over towards the left, you're leaning towards your right. Kind of use that arm to push that knee a little bit further if you want to get a deeper stretch in the glutes. And relax. Other leg, left leg on the outside of that right leg, leaning towards your left side. Feels a little bit like a pretzel, but it's a really great stretch for glutes and through the spine and everything. Get lots of rotation. Awesome. And relax. Bring your feet together in front of you. Nice tall spine, pushing those knees down towards the ground. As far as they'll go. Lean yourself forward. Awesome. Whenever you're ready, stand yourselves up. All right. We're going to stretch out the quads. This is a little tricky if you don't have a wall to hang on to, but if you can test your balance, I find if you start to wobble, touch your belly button. That's a really good trick to kind of help center your body. Try and push this hip forward. Whatever hip, that leg that's in the air, push that hip forward. And relax. All right, other leg. Grab that belly button, or grab a wall if you have a wall close to you at home. Again, push that hip forward. And relax. Awesome. Nice big wide stance here. Sumo stance. Reaching as high as you can, stretch everything out and let everything flow. And relax your head, your arms. Should feel a nice stretch through the back of your legs. Big deep breath and roll yourself up. Awesome. Roll those shoulders back a little bit. Awesome. I'm going to finish the stretching there, but if you want to keep stretching, feel free. Or those of you at home, keep stretching if you want. Thank you so much for coming this morning. I will be back next Friday, next Monday and Wednesday. You guys get Taylor, so that's going to be a fun little surprise. I'm away for a couple days, but Taylor's going to fill in for me. So the same